All right, this next one's cool. I've really wanted to find this information out. It came out a couple days ago. Here's the link in chat for you guys to start. It is from Iran Prime. And it's how distance affects trade profits. So I've been doing the mining stuff. I haven't purchased items from one place and sold in another yet. So I'm very curious about this one. And let's see what Erad's got for us.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Erad, and today we have another trading video. Now, yesterday I was trying to have a look at some of the changes regarding trade and especially the commodities, and today we are going to have a look at the changes when it comes to distance, when it comes to selling your different commodities at different places. Does it make a difference, and if so, how big of a difference? So yesterday I went to Daymar and bought.
Why is quartz so much money? Oh, never mind. That's how much SCU they have. Okay.
Bought some barrel as well as some gold, but today we're going to be focusing on barrel because I believe that barrel, due to its large quantities, is going to be a staple for trade in Star Citizen of 3.19. So I went to Crudery Ore and bought some barrel for 2.23 per unit, Alpha UEC per unit. I also went to Shubin mining facility on Daymar, and over there there was much more barrel there.
Oh my god.
So as a result, it was at the base price, and it seems the base price is 2.216.
Gold is not 6k, gold is 8k. You at the best spots to sell?
Alpha UEC per unit. And I eventually went to sell it at New Babbage, and I saw that the price at New Babbage was 2 Alpha UEC 0.549. So I was pretty happy with the money that I had made, even though it was still not as profitable as...
I'm just gonna move my cam here so maybe you can see the prices a little bit better.
As trading commodities that are a little bit rarer, like gold, which of course is also much more expensive, but nevertheless
so this one is 2,500 per unit when he was buying them for 2,200 per unit and 2,100 per unit. I believe a unit now is a standard cargo unit. So for every SCU, he's making 200 to 300 credits, and there's 500 in there. It's okay.
I also decided to go to different places around the verse.
Is that his audio?
Obviously, trade has not been just modified around Daymar, but in many different areas. And it's definitely something that the developers have been saying for quite. They want to make sure that some commodities are only available at some areas, and if you stay in the local areas and sell them at, for example, you buy a barrel, in this case Microtech, then it should be cheaper if you sell it on Babbage, and that's exactly what we did. But nevertheless,
what the heck is going on?
Eventually, I went to another outpost. This time, it was Shubin Mining Facility SMO22
it is his audio. Okay.
On Macrotech. Just want to make sure that it's one of my favorite things about Star Citizen. Flying in Star Citizen is just having a perfect landing here. I know, a little bit of showing off here. There we go, just on the small pad. And perfectly centered. There we go. And I just love going around
here.
Macrotech. It's just a beautiful planet, especially when the weather is sunny. But anyway, let's buy that barrel here. It is, I want to see also what they have, what they are purchasing. It seems that they are purchasing medical supplies, processed foods, and steam. So that's pretty much the same here. Distilled spirit as well seems quite interesting if you have enough money to buy a full load, of course. But anyway, we are going to be buying what they have here. So I'll be selecting the C2 Hercules and then click on buy, and we should be able to buy some barrel. They have 30,000 SCU of barrel. That's what I'm talking about, guys. It really is going to be a staple of trading. And as you can see, barrel is at the base price once again of 2.216 Alpha UEC per unit. So it's really quite cheap, I would say. I suppose it's the same.
He's on the PTU, right? Yeah. So they might not have 30,000 SCU when it's in live.
Price as on Daymar. So that's why here in this case, buying on Microtech and selling at Lubavitch did not make much of a difference, no difference at all. But in this case, I am going to go to a place where I know that they are not selling barrel, and that is Planet Hurston. And in this case, we are going to Lorville.
What I hope happens is that if you're buying it at Microtech for an inflated price because there's less, then you would be selling it at Hurston for a similar profit instead of less profits. Like the buy price would go up a little bit.
The new Lorville, you can see that the pollution is pretty intense. It is 3.19. The haze doesn't make
you literally need to
very
ping
useful,
to be able to see through.
Even if it's daytime, as you can see here, I strongly suggest that you are using your radar. It's basically tapping on tab, and that's going to be giving you an idea of where you are. So, for example, in this case, I couldn't see anything, but by pressing tab, I saw that I was heading straight towards the Hurston CBD. So that's how I was able to manage to change my course and then head toward the
I'm really curious
spaceport
what he sells for
there.
Here.
Not always easy to land at Tisa Spaceport. That's something also, a little bit of constructive criticism here. I just wished the hangars for the C2 Hercules...
His FPS is tanking. All of our FPS tanks here.
...were a little bigger here because sometimes it's a really, really tight fit. I think that the C2 Hercules should have the same type of hangars as, for example, the 890 Jump. It would definitely make it much easier. It's a little bit
too
crowded, as
it's
you can
ridiculous.
See. Let's
it's
try
so
to
tight.
Enter here, and we're going to have the exterior view because otherwise it's going to be way too risky. I just don't feel comfortable enough. Oh. There we go. Still touching something here.
Yeah.
And, well, another happy landing, I suppose.
You barely have any room.
That being done, we are now going to go to the CBD.
Thank you again, Joe.
And we are going to see how much we are going to be selling that barrel from. So, once again, these are the new terminals from 3.18. Very nice addition from the last patch indeed. Selecting the C2 Hercules here. And we are going to be selling the barrel.
Let's see the price.
For a whopping amount of money because...
So it went up 500 per unit. So now 500 times 667.
As you can see, the price is quite different. At Lubavitch, it was 2.549. Here, it's 2.765, which is absolutely insane. I bought that barrel for 1,476,000 Alpha UEC.
400K.
For 1,839,000 Alpha UEC for a profit of 24.5%. It is insane. And I made the calculation. If you have a full load of barrel, it makes a difference of 150,000 Alpha UEC. Actually, 150,336 Alpha UEC. It's absolutely insane. So there we have it, guys. Yes,
Pirate be ready to camp Lorville? No. So like what he's pointing out is just one material, but there's likely a scenario where here at Hurston there's a material that you can buy and sell back to Microtech, for example. So they have done some things with trading where certain materials are more prevalent here, let's say, than they are over there. And then the prices reflect that. I know there's like tons of iron. I think we came across a lot of iron here. So maybe iron would sell at a decent price. Now he's using something like beryl, which is a mid-range commodity. So it's in the 2000s, the credits that you're earning or that you're buying and selling for. So the numbers are in the millions, right? Like you see 1.8 million. That's really an exciting number. But the profit could be similar with lower buy-in credit items as well. At least the percentage profit is what I'm saying. So your margin, I guess you would call it. So yeah, I'm kind of curious. It's not an accidental side effect of the mining changes. It's an on-purpose side effect of the mining changes. So I think that there's way more trade runs that are worth doing, which makes getting pirated a little bit harder. It makes trading a little bit more interesting. You're not always doing the same route over and over again. I believe that's where it's going, though. So from what listen, Ered has more information than I do because he's already done more work just in this one trade run than I have. I've just been focused on mining. But what I do understand from the patch notes is that this could be possible. He could look around for what he could buy here and then what he can go back for and sell and just be making that trade run back and forth until it's not that good. And then you find another one or whatever, right? It's not just drugs. It's not just laranite. It's not just diamonds anymore. It could be anything.
Does make a difference. You have to know where to buy and where to sell in Star Citizen, and I suppose that pirates are also going to learn where to
but it's not going to be like
with
two
their
trade
mantises,
runs like
right?
we used to
Anyway,
have.
this month we got a giveaway. We're giving away a prospector. All you have to do is to join our Gleam contest. You'll have the link in the description down below. Patreon and YouTube members also have access to another giveaway where we are giving away on Discord a Scorpius and Taris. You can also get a chance at winning if you join our video sharing contest for free on Discord. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I have been Erad, and I also wanted to give a big shout out to my Patreon supporters, including Dr. Forbin Wolf, Papazio Crusher, and Deplorable Infidel. I'll catch you guys later.
All right. Well, thank you, Erad. I appreciate that. That is that's really interesting. I really hope that this stuff holds, and the 30,000 SCU is a fine enough number to keep things rolling for live. That's the other thing, is they could have adjusted the prices, but what is really the problematic issue with trading in live patches is the number of SCU a location can hold, how quickly it produces them, and how often you can be trading. So he is showing the total numbers, which is really good too, to see, like, is 30,000 appropriate for Beryl, or do we need more? Do we need less? So it'll be really interesting to see. But yeah, I just think that 319 is really showing the variety, the potential of, well, I can jump in and play what I'm interested in, right? Like, I have no desire to just run bounties anymore. I have no desire to gain Crusader bounty rep, because I don't have to anymore. I can mine. I could do salvage missions. I could salvage. Just generally, I could cargo haul, right? I can rock mine. There's all sorts of things I feel like I could do now that are more interesting to me than firing a missile at an ERT, right? So that is what excites me about videos like this. That's what excites me about patches like this. So 319 is, on paper, just feels so good, but we're going to have to climb over hurdles and hurdles and hurdles to have some fun in terms of bugs and stuff.